I would like to say hi to Todd at PureHeart777.
Alright. Now for the big moment. The big moment. Alright. Here's what I'm going to say. Okay. Now, 2 months ago, as you can see right here, it says, this is my friend Ben on April 27th, 2016. He messaged me at 10:19 p.m. Well, you're going to SuperCon. Guess who will be there? And I said, Charles Martinet. That's who was going to be there. And he said, Tara Strong. Wait a minute. Not possible. I saw who was going. Unless they uploaded it recently. Said they did. Posted on a Facebook page for the Grand Brony Gala. Well, now I have to get a VIP pass. And here it is, right here, the VIP pass, if you can plainly see. My mind blew up when I heard she was coming to SuperCon. My mind absolutely blew up. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. My heart was racing intensely, like 200 miles an hour when I saw her. But I'll get to that in a minute. After I saw that, I decided to go to the Y every single morning to work out. Because when I wanted to meet her, I wanted to make a good impression. I wanted to look more. I wanted to look thinner. I wanted to have a good body image of myself so I don't look like an idiot and I don't look too horrifying. For a famous voice actress, you know, I wanted to see her, so, you know, I need to make a good impression. So, you know, I kindly, you know, did all the possible things to, you know, get ready to meet her. So, alright, so here's what happened next. Well, that was the first thing I actually wanted to do when I got there to SuperCon on Friday. That was the first thing. 6:50 already. Oh my gosh, it's already that time. I gotta get to work in about an hour. So, as you can see from right here, hold on. You can see the video date and time. 13/1/32. They don't give you too much information. Let's see. She got there a little bit late. She got there about, like, 1:20 or about 1 o'clock. Someone on Twitter said that she was coming. So, at 1:32, I presumably, yeah, it was at 1:32 p.m. in the afternoon. I think she got there at 1:25, I think. So, but regardless, when she got there, like, I went to the VIP pass, which is basically, there's like a VIP pass separate next to the standby line. Her standby line was pretty long, so I was able to get, like, to the front. And there was a family that was right in front of me first. But, like, at the time, you know, they said, we'll come back later because it's taking too long. So, so they let me, so I was able to get up to the front. Now, let me tell you this, let me give you something. I've never been to, you know, a celebrity's booth at MegaCon because I know too many of them. So this was my first time actually going to, you know, a person's booth and, you know, introducing and talking and, you know, asking for an autograph. And actually this was before, you know, Martinet came in, you know, before he wasn't there yet. But I wanted to get there, you know, I wanted to get Tara Strong's, you know, autograph immediately before the line got long. Who knows how long it would have been on Friday because the line was already long from the start. So there I was in the front, and I was just looking around, like waiting, just texting John on the phone, and then I think she came out like behind the curtain. There she was, right there, in plain sight. I'm like, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Like, what do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What do I do? What should I say? What do I do? So, this was my original plan. I wanted to see, like, what you do when you go up to meet them. So I was hoping the the first person that would stand by line would go up there first. And so, I could watch and see what they did. I was wrong. I was wrong. Oh my gosh. So she came up to, she sat on her booth and she said, "Alright, who's first?" And then they turned to me and said, "VIP goes first," and I'm like, no. So nervous, so scared out of my mind seeing her. And, oh my god, my blood was rushing through my mind. I was like thinking like a whole bunch of things in my mind, like, oh my god. So she, so I paid to have a voice recording of Twilight Sparkle and the autograph with her in the autograph. So here's the first autograph. And the first one I picked this one. Okay. Yep. The first one right there. So yeah, that is the first autograph. And it's Twilight Sparkle. Yeah. There's other voice actors she does that are my favorite characters. Bubbles, Timmy Turner, Terrence from Foster's Home, see who else, there's a whole bunch of them. I can't think of it at the moment, but there's a whole bunch of other characters. I know voice actor Kingdom Hearts, Final Fantasy, and Melody from Little Mermaid 2, which was one of my favorite Disney movies the whole time I was a kid. So, it's 6:56 already. Jesus Christ, I need to get going. So, alright, I'm gonna turn this ahead. Alright. Okay, hold on, give me a second. I'll be back in just a minute. Alright, now, what is happening? Time to, before it gets to 7 o'clock. Alright, okay, as we were saying, so, there I was, I met Tara, got the autograph, and, I went to find my mom, and she showed her the voice recording, which, if, you couldn't tell, playing the very beginning of this intro, but I will play it again for you right here. Play it.
Celestia, I would like to say hi to Todd at Pure Heart 777, and I'm so happy I met him at the con. Spike, make sure he has a good time. What's this GD mark gonna be? So happy to meet you, Todd. Come to Equestria. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
Alright, so now that you saw it, that was the first one. Notice I said the first one, because it wasn't too long before I realized that she didn't have a photo op. So I had to go back and get, like, a selfie. Oh my god. I thought she had her own photo op, but no, she didn't, so I had to go back. I'm still in the VIP pass line, so I came up, I didn't know, like, could I have a selfie, because I didn't know that if you were going to need a photo op. So she kindly, she got a selfie with me, so on Friday, I got one picture of her, and I have for another voice recording and another autograph. That was my phone telling me. So I got another voice recording, which I'll play for you right now.
Today I met Todd Phillips. He's so cute. I hope he gets his dream mark soon, and I hope he can come to Equestria to play with all of us ponies. I hope all of your dreams come true, Todd. I love you. Your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle. Alright.
And then I got another autograph. Actually, wait a minute, hold on. Did I, actually, yeah, hold on, give me a second. When your mind tells you when you see a superstar or famous actress, your mind can't say no. Yeah, here's the second one. Let me try it. Yeah, a bunch of characters. And I can show up a bunch of characters there that she voice acted. Like I said, growing up, growing up with a bunch of these favorite cartoon shows I watched when I was a child, it was actually really, really an honor to meet her, She played a lot of my favorite characters when I was a little kid. And on the old fashion television shows I used to watch. So, and so, that was Friday. Now, Saturday, made embarrass myself because I went up to see her again. I'm sorry, people, I'm sorry, I had to go see her again. My brain was telling me, like, go see her again, go see her again, go see her again. So, I went to, go see her again. And so, I got another selfie with her. Hopefully it wasn't, it wasn't too awkward. Although I wasn't like one of those people that just stood around their booth. Like the minute that, I went there and I got it, I walked away. And I didn't go around that section at all. In fact, it was mostly, that was like the day where I went to, Q&A, I went to the Undertale thing. I recorded a lot and I walked around a lot. I actually walked around the booths a lot in the artist section as well. I forgot to mention that. So, I wasn't stalking her. All I went was just like, see her again, and then, I text messaged Ben and I said, is it, good idea to see you tomorrow? And, he's like, no, it would be pretty weird. I think 2 days is good enough. So, I told myself, it's good enough, that's fine. I got, another selfie. I got, 2 voice recordings. I got another autograph. I had this with me. Yeah. The plush. This time, actually, I have signed my last name as well, so... Yes, it's a signature of my plush. You gotta love that. I'm not letting my dogs know this at all. No. I actually keep this on top of my closet so nobody can reach it, because this is special. This cannot go away from my personality at all. This cannot go away, so, yeah. Thank you, Tara Storm. I highly doubt you're watching this video, but thank you. I'm really sorry if I bothered you. I'm very, very sorry. I understand, the position. I understand the position you felt when you saw me again. I'm very, very sorry. My mind was just, I wasn't thinking properly, so I'm very sorry. I want to apologize about that. Alright, so on Sunday, I didn't go to a booth at all Sunday. I went to a Q&A, so I recorded that entire session, which you will be seeing in a minute. So, and overnight, I was thinking, what question could I ask, I don't know what question should I ask. I didn't have any question. So then, next morning, it dawned on me. I'm like, wait a minute. In order for me to make this one of the best conventions of my life, I had to do something special. And what you're gonna see, something that many fans will probably kill me. You probably will kill me if you're watching this video, but I had guts. I literally had the guts to go up there and ask. Otherwise, it would have been a waste of our time. And I had to do it. I had to get the guts. I had to get, courage. I had to do it. So, here's the, interview, the Q&A right here.
Not yet until they call I'm just going to come right to it. Ladies and gentlemen, at this time, the beautiful and talented Tara Strong! Welcome. Hi. Was that Snapchat, Periscope, Facebook Live?
That's for my Vine.
Oh, awesome.
So you're all going to be really famous.
Super famous.
I already know.
I know you too. Welcome to Miami.
for the Supergirl?
Yeah, it's my first time.
Awesome.
And everyone's been so sweet. It's like the sweetest fandom ever. It's like the sweetest fans.
That's what I hear. I hear everyone's been great. All the panels have said you guys have been amazing and awesome. And yeah, round of applause for yourselves. So the way that this is going to work, we do have, I guess, just the one microphone lined up right over there. And if they have a question that they'd like to ask you, then, like, is anything off limits? Anything you want to stay away from?
No, let's do this.
All right, so how about our first willing victim? Do you want to come on down to the microphone?
Alrighty, Tara, obviously what is Harley Raven McBass? My question is, do you have a go-to character? Like, is there someone you just wake up and you're like, you know what, I feel like this person, and, you know, sort of follow-up. Is there any of your characters that really matches your personality?
I gotta say, and Roxy, where's Roxy? She's my bestie. Is she here? Anyway, she'll attest to this because we're staying in a hotel room. I wake up as Bubbles. I'm not gonna lie. Like, it kind of drives my husband nuts because, like, I'm always in a good mood and our dogs wake us up at like 5:30 and like, good morning! And I like jump on him. He's like, honey, honey, honey. And I'm like, hi, hi, hi. And I just kind of go crazy. Like, I'm kind of a Bubbles by nature.
I love Bubbles. Any Bubbles fans?
Hello? Hi. Ted says he loves you, by the way.
I love you.
Anyway, well, he has a question and I have a question, okay? My question is, since you're good friends with John Delancey, his voice work on My Little Pony, would you similarly have any interest in making a guest appearance in the new Star Trek TV series?
Duh, that'd be so much fun. Yeah, I love that.
Oh, well, Ted wants to ask if you can mind giving him a hug.
Didn't I have Ted yesterday?
Oh, yeah, but he wants another
Tell Ted
hug.
to sit down. He's a randy little bear.
Well, I guess the good news is that you'll be at your booth, and if Ted wants another hug,
You can come get another
another
free
reason
hug.
All right,
to visit the booth.
Hi, Tyra. I was just wondering, is there any, what would be the acting process for the My Little Pony movie? Is it any different than the TV show? Have you done it yet?
Yes, I've been working on the movie. There's some differences that y'all are going to be really excited about.
Does it get together with Fluttershy?
Tell you them.
Or Rainbow Dash? Hopefully Fluttershy.
I am not telling you. But it's going to be super cute. And there's a lot of fun celebrities in it. It's a great script. And there's surprises. And it's going to be cute. That's all I can tell you.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Got a twofer for you. What was it like going in Teen Titans from the darker tone to the lighter tone with the new show with the Titans Go? How's that transition going with that?
Well, I have to say, at least we weren't recast. We have so much fun together. Listen, I want season 6 too, okay? I'm with y'all. I mean, I want to know what's happening with Trigon and Slade, and it was such a pivotal story arc, so I get it. But at the same time, I'm really happy that we're all still together because we really love each other so much, and we have so much fun. And I always say, listen, I would do Titans on Ice if they made us do it because we just love each other so much. And I think they will eventually do another season, but I like both, so we have so much fun.
So like for
My kid said,
going with
he's right there.
when you do drawn together, doing both of the characters at the same time, how's it talking to yourself? What's that like?
You know, a lot of us voice people just do that. We talk to ourselves all the time. And I'm not saying we're not crazy. I'm just saying that we're good at it.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm a little bit shy to actually ask a question, so this is the first time I actually get up here.
Nice. Congratulations.
My question is this. Out of all your characters, I know you relate the most when you wake up to Bubbles, but when you're in a different environment, which one would it be?
I guess it would depend on the environment, and luckily I have a lot of crazy people in my head to help me with whatever. It's hard to shop sometimes for clothing, because Harley wants to wear the craziest stuff. But, yeah, I mean, different moments in my life, I kind of relate to different characters, and then when I'm doing a role, sometimes parts of me come out with them, and it's really fun for me to, you know, play someone like Harley or someone that's taking somebody out, because in my real life I don't kill people. So, but sometimes you want to, so it's fun.
Just wanted to say, Harley Quinn is one of my favorites.
That's fun. I'm glad you got up.
Thank you.
Hi. My question is, since Equestria Girls 4 is coming out in the fall, can you tell us if Pony Twilight and Human Twilight will be together in the show, in the movie, and if they'll be around each other for an extended period of time?
No, I can't tell you that.
Thanks anyway.
You're welcome. You're very adorable. Sorry.
Hi. I was going to ask, of all the voices you've done, has there ever been like a character outside the ones that you've done that you've ever wanted to do, like from anything?
Well, my dream job was to be the Little Mermaid, because I don't know what little girl didn't want that, so I kind of got to make that dream come true when I played her daughter, and I was singing in the studio with Jodie Benson.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, that was like my dream come true job. I guess it'd be fun to do The Simpsons, because I've never done that.
Really?
Yeah.
Any particular character, just a random walk-on cameo?
Yeah, it'd be fun to have a little cameo in there.
That'd be awesome. Thanks.
Thanks.
Well, Bart's here this weekend, so...
I know, we've already kissed hello.
Hi, Tara. Okay, my question is, who has been your favorite person to voice?
Melody, from The Little Mermaid 2.
Melody?
Mm-hmm. Do you like that one? No. Who's your favorite? Okay. Who's your favorite?
Timmy.
I wish Cosmo and Wanda were here. Like that place, kid?
Yeah.
Good, go sit down.
You don't have to be so mean.
So cute.
Hi. I have like one question, and I hope people know what this question is. Can you say Twilight Licious?
Sing it?
Yeah, sing it.
You want to sing it with me?
Yes.
So anyone that knows it can sing
Yes,
it.
everybody knows it, yes.
Ready?
Yes.
I'm the T to the W-I-L-I-G-H-T, and ain't no other pony trolling down like me. I'm Twilight Licious.
Yeah. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Here comes the next question that I ask.
Hi, Tara.
Hi.
It's my first time coming down here to Supercon, and when I found out that you were coming, I bought my VIP pass right away because I never thought I would see you here.
Aww.
And I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
For Twilight.
Okay.
My heart was racing over 500 miles an hour. I was scared, I was haunted, I was worried, like what was going to occur. Like, oh my god. But, intermission, we'll be right back in just a moment.
Act desperate. Act the tower is probably the most scariest thing to do. You know what? Yeah, at the concert hall then. Is this recording? Oh my god.
I am back, people. I am back. Welcome back. So, now to continue. Resume from that little intermission there.
I have a question to ask you.
Sure.
For Twilight.
Okay.
Will you please be my alicorn princess?
Yes, I asked that.
Dear Princess Celestia, some guy I think just proposed to me in Florida? What's your cutie mark?
Weather.
Now, anyone would have been nervous when I went up, when they would ask that specific question. When I said word weather, what I meant to say was climatologist. I wanted to be a climatologist when I grew up. So, yeah.
I'm gonna say clouds because I like the weather.
Oh, cloud, that's nice.
So, at first,
But no.
she said no. Which, you know, I went like, you know, I was like, oh well, you know, it was worth a try. You know, I got to give it a try. But then she said,
Just kidding.
just kidding.
Meet me at my booth later.
Meet me back at my booth.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hi, Tara. When you first started working on My Little Pony, were you surprised to find out bronies exist?
Yeah, I don't think I knew what a brony was till Twitter. I learned a lot on Twitter. Yeah, I was totally shocked and surprised. Well, everybody that worked on the show was surprised. Nobody had any idea that there could be such a verbal fandom. Like, having adult fans of kids' TV shows or adult TV shows or mixed is nothing new. Like, it's not unusual that adults like Fairly Odd Parents or Family Guy or Powerpuff Girls, but it's just that they were so verbal and brave and sweet, and there's like this camaraderie in this community like I've never seen before. And if you do follow me on Twitter, you'll know I've raised close to $300,000 for kids with cancer, and that's mostly through the bronies. They're just the cutest ever, and yeah, and they're brave in the face of a lot of bullying, which of course you know I despise. So I really do love this fandom, and they're my army too, so that's kind of fun.
All right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hello, Tara. Hi. When did you first feel like you were starting to be treated like a celebrity?
Oh, well. That's a good question. I mean, I guess at certain stages in my life when I've been performing in TV or film or on theater, there's been moments like that. But, probably the first time was Comic-Con, maybe like 10 years ago, and even now sometimes I'll go with my kid and he'll hear people go, "That's Tara Strong!"
Yeah, people running up to you saying,
yeah, my kid's like, "Mom, what's happening right now?"
And now we're all here for you once again.
And, hold on, can I ask you to do a voice of, like, what would happen if somebody was invading your castle, like the Friendship Castle. So you found somebody in there that wasn't supposed to be there.
Who's there?
Like a Pegasus, just there.
It's a what?
It's a Pegasus. Just like this guy
that shouldn't be there?
Yeah.
Who are you? What do you want? Get out of my castle.
Yeah.
Yeah, like that?
Yes.
Okay.
Thank you.
Bye.
All right.
Hi.
Nice to meet you.
Okay. I've been on Vine a lot, and I see you with Thomas Sanders. And I just want to ask how it is working with him. I have a condition. Can you say it in your Pinkie Pie voice?
Except that I'm not Pinkie Pie.
I know, but remember that song? And the reason is to be with your friends.
I can't do Pinkie Pie, but I will tell you that he's a really big fan of all of the animation stuff that we do, and I guess him and Greg Sipes contacted each other on Vine, and then he came and he said, "Let's do something," and I think he's so wonderful, and he's such a sweet guy, so that was really, really fun. He just came to my house, and we were like, "Let's do this."
And also, since the new Powerpuff Girls came, were you pissed that you weren't able to do bubbles?
Well, pissed is a strong word. But I am still here, and I think I'm still pretty hardcore.
Tara Strong. I just want to know, how did you get into the whole voice acting at? Personally, my favorite voice actor is Bubbles. She is so cute.
Do you like Bubbles?
Yes, I do like Bubbles.
Aww. Do you like Mojo Jojo?
I hate Mojo Jojo.
He's a bad monkey.
He's such a bad monkey. He's awesome.
So I knew when I was 5 years old that I wanted to be an actress and a singer, and I finally got an agent when I was 13. I grew up in Toronto, and I actually didn't know that I was going to do primarily voiceover. My agent sent me out for the role of Hello Kitty, and I was 13, and the rest is history.
Thanks. The TV shows are awesome, including Harley Quinn.
Thanks, bud.
You're welcome, I'm a joker.
See ya. I think this kid has a future. He's kind of a star. I like this Mojo Jojo.
Hi. One, I think I've just been upstage. And two, I was curious to know, have you ever gone into blows with a certain direction from any of the TV shows have you done?
Got into blows?
Yeah.
Like fist fight?
No, I mean that you disagreed with the character's direction or the
Yeah, that happens a lot. Like if you've been doing a character for a long time and sometimes there's a new director, let's say they're doing a game of a show that you do and you say, that's not really how they would say that, and then it's usually pretty friendly suggestions. Once in a while you'll get people that really don't know what they're doing. Like there was this one guy, he'd never done any animation. I can't remember the name of the show. Anyways, I told him, because I needed, sometimes you don't need headphones from the studio, sometimes you do. So this one you did. And I was like in triplicate in the mic, like it was like, ha 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 ha, so I couldn't possibly do like a whole string of lines. So I said to the guy that my headphones or the mic or something was messed up, and he goes, like I was being a diva, right? I'm like, it's really not working. And he didn't believe me, and he's like, let's just keep going, Tara. Like I was being a diva, I'm like, can you please come in here and put in these headphones? So finally he did, and he started talking, he's like he had to admit that he was wrong. But that's probably the most uncomfortable it's ever been.
All right, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'm strong. Just wondering, has there ever been a time like in the studio where you had lines or just one line where you kind of annoyed or has there been lines that you were ever uncomfortable saying?
Oh, something I didn't want to say?
Yeah, I felt awkward or annoyed or... Yeah.
There were one or two really awkward ones. One was when I was doing the Rugrats. Y'all know that one. You remember how they used to go into these kind of dream sequences where they'd be in a situation and the whole animation would turn into something else? Yeah. So there was one where we were in like a minivan at a car dealership, and this heavy-set lady walks by, and I think Tommy's line or something was like, look at the whale, or something like that. And I said, can we change it to a muscle man so that there's not any kind of prejudice against heavy-set women or anything like that? And they said, absolutely. So kudos to the Rugrats producers for changing it so that we don't have any kind of, if it's a muscle guy, that's much less mean. I don't really like mean stuff.
Yeah, I'm surprised you didn't mention drawing together.
Well, listen, that whole thing was offensive, right? The good news is that everybody was in trouble. I think there was one joke I refused to do on Anne Frank, because I was like, okay, we can't joke about Anne Frank. We're going to take that off the books, though. I think that's the only thing I ever refused to do.
Okay, thank you.
I was just wondering, what is the most toughest voice actor, the most
challenging voice I've done?
Mm-hmm.
Probably Terrence. He's low all the time. He's yelling all the time. Low.
Thank you.
Throughout your whole voice acting career, how many characters have you done?
Anybody got IMDb up? I don't even know. And some of you guys bring me stuff, they're like, you're this. I'm like, I am? Can't even remember. I'm sure including incidentals it's in the thousands, but I don't know for sure.
Also, since I'm a huge My Little Pony fan, I wondered, what do you love or enjoy better? My Little Pony, the ponies or the equestrian girls?
That is a good question. I think it's so fun that they play with different mediums for them. So they're both super enjoyable, but I guess my favorite thing is classic Twilight, because that's what made this show so special.
Thank you.
This city, by the way, has the bravest children I've ever seen. Like, there's these little girls coming over, and she's like, "No, Daddy, get out of the picture."
Miss Strong, what is your favorite character you've ever done?
Have you ever tried doing any other, have you ever tried drawing any characters and then using the voice that you do for other shows and then put the voices into the characters you draw?
I'm gonna draw you.
And then I'm gonna do your voice and draw you because you're the cutest little kid I've ever seen. And no, because I'm a horrible drawer. I can't draw anything. It would be horrible. I could do a stick figure. But I'm gonna have somebody draw you. As a princess. No, a fighter, what? Are you a kung fu master?
Do you see yourself up there? They keep putting her up. There you go.
Look, you're a team you are. Look, you're famous. She may be a little Holly in training. What do you think? No.
That was a really good question, though.
Excellent
Really
question.
good
I'm a
question.
horrible artist. Don't ever ask me to draw something unless you want to laugh at it.
Hey Tara, how you doing? Remember doing Riku from Final Fantasy?
I recall, yes.
Yeah. So what would happen if Riku met Twilight Sparkle?
Well, I think Riku would quite like Twilight.
Mm.
I wish I could remember some I'll bet.
Except English like scrambled, but yeah.
I mean, yeah, she'd quite like her, that's for sure.
Can you still do some Riku?
Well, Riku was kind of up here. She was, but so tell me some alphabet. Somebody say something. What? No, I can't do that. She was kind of up here. She was like a happier
Yeah, that's it.
version of me. And then we have like a nerdier version of my little, Twilight. Likes to read more than
Right.
Riku. But they definitely get along.
Awesome, thank you.
Princess Twilight Sparkle, it is an honor for all of us to see you here in the presence of
Oh,
Let's bow down to you, Princess.
Did you bring me gifts?
Princess Celestia, but either way, I have two questions. One of them is that there was a Cartoon Network show that I fell in love with, and you happened to voice one of them. One of my favorite Cartoon Network show is called Chowder, and you did the voice of Truffles. So yeah, I just wanted to know how was your overall experience working with the cast of Chowder, Schnitzel, which John DiMaggio voiced on, Nikki Jones who did Chowder, Dan Schneider who did Gazpacho, and I forgot the other ones who did Mondale. How was your overall experience working
Dwight
with
Schultz
Chowder?
is Mondale. By the way, Dwight Schultz, if you remember, he was from the A-Team. Yeah, so cool. I love doing Chowder. I wish we did 100 more seasons before Nikki's voice changed. I really, really miss that show. That was a really fun
Everyone
show.
does. Who misses Chowder?
I love that show. It was just so cool how the colors would move with the.
Yeah,
do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah,
Like the shirts and
the patterns they don't move, but
Yeah.
they just do. Like,
I love
Lucy
it.
Starr
Great
standing there and, like, you
characters.
shit.
Mm-hmm.
And another question. Princess Twilight, do you trust me?
Yes.
It's from Aladdin. I think Jasmine says yes.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, it's all like that.
Oh.
Hi, Tara. I just wanted to ask, how do you get into the role of Harley Quinn for both the Batman video games as well as DC superhero girls?
Well, when I first came in to do it, they said that they really want this Harley really crazy. And I was super nervous because I love Arlene and I did Batgirl alongside of her. So I'm like, you don't want me to copy her voice? I said, no, don't copy her. We want it completely crazy. So I was like, okay, and I just kind of hoped that the fans would like my version. So thank you all, because it's such big shoes to fill. Or boots, or whatever she's wearing. And I guess now that I've got her down, I don't really need to do any prep work, although a lot of times when they're doing a game, they'll show me some of the animation that goes on so we can see the intensity, and there's so many different levels that they have me do. Like, they've had me do, you know, crazy or more like Harleen before she turns, and there's so many different levels that I get to play, so usually that's determined by the script or some of the drawings that they show me before the actual session.
All right, thank you so much.
Hi, Tara Strong. Hi. Question. How does it feel like to voice Raven on Teen Titans?
Well, it feels pretty good. It's also kind of the easiest thing on my voice. Like when we first started, Jeff Bennett came in, who's like a huge superstar, Johnny Bravo. And he sees like Scotty Manville doing crazy Rick Robin, and all the Titans have so much action, and she's like, whatever. And I remember Jeff going, wow, Tara, you work really hard on this. Like, where's my masseuse? It's fun though.
What, do you hope there is going to be a season 6
Yes.
in the future?
Of course.
Alright, thank you. Hi, Tara.
Hi.
One thing. Big fan, Bubbles, Raven, all of them. Love you. You are awesome. I watched Bubbles so much when it was good. And my question is, I assume everyone's thinking this, what do you think is the status, continuing love status with Raven and Beast Boy?
Who doesn't love their little baby Ray? Am I right? I mean, I think they'll probably have a few more interactions. You know what I'm saying? I think it's on. I think it's kind of on. There's been a lot of Florida fans wanting Baby Robin.
Really?
I'm sorry, Raven Robin.
They're both fine. Can we both start with
Sorry. Raven and Robin. What do you think of that?
No. Raven and Beast Boy. And I have to say that, I think Beast Boy is better to me because the voice of Beast Boy, Greg Sipes, also plays my also bait in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Michelangelo.
Yes, it does. That's right. You're right.
Hello, Tara Strong.
Hi.
I'm glad you came here.
I'm glad I did too.
Do you enjoy playing Twilight Sparkle?
Of course.
One more thing. What does Twilight Sparkle and Bubbles think of Florida?
Of Florida? Dear Princess Celestia, can we put Equestria in Florida? Because it's pretty fun here. Maybe they could open up a My Little Pony theme park? But what about Bubbles? Do I get to come to this theme park? Is there going to be squirrels?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How's it going?
Good, how are you?
Remember me Friday?
I do, how's it going?
It was going great.
Good.
Remember that whole Sunday thing? And then Saturday was like a sellout, so I was like... But hey, I get a 2-for-1. I see you, and then tomorrow I have a party to go.
Nice!
So, wasn't it the GameCube version of Teen Titans where you first started a game?
Well, the series was first, and then we probably did many games after that, but the first thing we ever did for Titans was the series.
I remember growing up with the cartoon, and I remember getting the game. Now, was it just recordings from the cartoon that were put in the game?
Usually we do a different session for games. Usually there's a separate session. Sometimes they can lift our voices for things, but usually if it's a game, we have to do a whole different session.
So, do you remember doing the GameCube version or not?
Listen, I definitely did a game version, but I don't remember anything I said. I'm sure I said ass rap country on Synthos.
But yeah, I just wanted to ask that, and thank you very much for making my childhood a blast.
Thank you. Thanks for coming.
You're welcome.
First of all, Dara, welcome to Florida.
Thank you.
Just like I was the first time at Miami Supercon, it's my first con ever.
Nice.
And I have this question. I didn't want to believe the question is.
Okay.
Okay, your success actually gave me a lot of motivation to create a animated TV show of my own. And since you've been in so many successful and popular cartoon shows with your unique voice, my question is, what advice would you give to people who want to get into voiceover, and what do you think makes a show successful?
So I always tell voiceover hopefuls to take as many acting classes as they can, scene study, improv, singing lessons, to learn everything that you can do and all the characters you have, and always play around with, you know, different voices, whether you're giving it to your animal or a toy or flipping through a magazine or a book. Just see what your voice is capable of doing, and then if there's a good voiceover class where you live, where someone has some real experience and you can get in front of a microphone, that's always a good thing to do too. And then eventually when you're ready to make a professional demo reel, please don't ever pay to audition. I've seen this all over the internet and it's gross. That's not how you become a successful voice actor. So these are total scams ripping off hopeful people, and it really bothers me. So you get paid when you do a job, and your agent gets a percentage of what you make. You don't pay to audition. We pay enough for classes and stuff, right?
Amen!
Yeah, so it's silly. And then, what I think makes a successful show? I think it's such a combination of this sort of magical stew that comes together with a real solid creator. I mean, when you look at something like the Powerpuff Girls, where Craig had such a vision, and then he's got Lauren Faust and Gendy and all these amazing people working on it with him, then he's hired these amazing voice actresses and all kinds of great artists. It's like the perfect storm that comes together, and I don't know that one can really happen without the other. Even if the animation is simplistic, if there's heart behind it and you've got strong talent and good writers, that's definitely the, you know, secret of success. Or also if I'm in it.
All right. I got a few questions regarding shows, specifically all of them.
So you get one, because look at the line
Yeah, we only have about 10 minutes left, guys, so.
As for the crossover,
We don't need to talk about that.
how awkward was that?
I'm pleading the fifth.
Hi. What would you think would happen if Raven and Harley Quinn met?
I think she'd probably kill her to shut her up.
She's credited before tonight.
Also, you and Great Lyle have the best bangs I've ever seen.
Thank you. You can.
Maybe.
Thank you. Thanks.
Hi. I have two questions. One is, which one was your first, voice?
Hello, Kitty.
And the second one is, when you did the Powerpuff Girls and the Teen Titans, when they all got into one episode,
Yes.
Was it hard to go back to Bubbles and then back to Raven?
I did not play Bubbles in the crossover. So we actually taped it separately. We just did our part on a regular Titans day. We tape Titans every Friday morning. If you're on my Twitter, you know this. Condo Friday. So we actually just did that crossover section at one of our sessions, and I'm sure they did theirs during one of their sessions.
Okay, thanks.
You're welcome.
I have 2 questions.
Yeah, I think we need to keep it to one. We have to try to get through, well, as many as we can. Sorry.
So you can come to my booth and ask me anything later.
So do you have any friends that act like the characters you've spoken as?
I'm sure I do. I'm sure little pieces of my friends make it into different characters too.
Thank you.
Hi. Have you played any voice characters in anime?
Yes, I was in Spirited Away. Yeah. And I was in another one. What's the other one? Spirited Away and, anyway, some people consider Final Fantasy anime too, but I've done quite a few video games, Tech Command Blade, and some other crazy stuff that came over that I was like, what do you want me to say? What was the other Miyazaki? It was Spirited Away, and you guys might know. No.
Yes, we're gonna say
Mononoke! Thank you.
Okay, so can you do like do you voice Princess Mononoke?
No, I wasn't the princess. And I don't remember what I did. But I know I was a big baby. And something. Bo. I was a baby Bo.
Hey, can you do like a voice impression of Twilight Sparkle?
An impression? No. But I can do Twilight Sparkle.
I mean, do her, yeah.
Dear Princess Celestia, today people ask me to do impressions. And I'm not really sure what that is, so I'll just do me, your faithful student, Twilight Sparkle.
So we have time for another question or two, and then we had spoken earlier about, do you still want to do the show?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we'll take another question.
Hello, Tara.
Hi.
I was wondering if you remember my friend with the purple backpack from yesterday?
Let me see.
I know you said you hate mean, or you don't hate mean things, but you dislike mean things?
Yes.
And I was wondering if you can say to him that you hate him. He reacts really well to negative energy.
Because he reacts well to negative energy.
Yeah.
Is this true?
Yes.
Where's the friend? I don't see the purple backpack.
I don't know. It's on
Was he
the floor.
standing up? Oh, okay.
I don't think anyone's ever asked me to say. You said I hate you.
Hi. So I'm really sorry to make you choose, but if you had to pick one of your favorite voices that you've done, which one would it be?
Well, you know, like I say, I always say Melody was my favorite, but then pretty much everything else is tied because I've been so lucky. I mean, Batgirl, Harley, Timmy, Bubbles. I mean, to play these amazing, iconic characters has been such a blessing and a gift, and it really is impossible to choose. I have so much fun doing them all. I mean, can you imagine sitting beside Mark Hamill and Kevin Conroy and like, I'm like pinching myself.
I cannot.
No, it's pretty amazing. I'm pretty lucky, so. I don't really have a favorite, and I'm being perfectly honest, I love them all.
Alright, thank you.
Hi Tara, so just so you know, you have been credited with 493 roles on IMDb.
Okay.
Yeah, we checked. So my question is, considering that Batman the Killing Joke is releasing this month.
Are you guys excited about that?
Super excited. And considering you are the quintessential voice of Barbara Gordon, in my opinion, how did it feel to slip back on the cowl for the movie?
Awesome. I was so happy they went old school with the 3 of us. I think that was super smart, and we're so grateful to be playing those roles. I mean, it was a crazy time. It was a good time. Let me just say that if you're a fan, you are not going to be disappointed.
I'm a huge fan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for coming out to Miami. I appreciate it.
All right, we have time for one more question.
But listen, come to my booth. I'm happy to answer questions.
You actually owe me a picture. I was there, and then you told me, no, I gotta go to this panel.
Oh, yes. You'll come back after.
Yes, okay. So, as not only very established voice actress, talented, but in the beginnings, how did you deal with failure? I'm sure you didn't get every part you auditioned for.
Actually.
It must be the things.
I mean, there's certainly been a few roles that I wish I had got that I didn't get. Probably one that made me the most sad is I had like 5 callbacks for Belle in Toronto for the Broadway version, and I didn't get it. So I should go say hi to Paige today.
Yeah, she's here too.
Yeah.
All of them look like, hey, look at me now. No, thank you for your time.
I think we have to let this little cutie pie ask a question. Is it?
She's been burning for 2 days to ask this question.
Oh, okay.
How did you do the voice of Raven and Bubbles in Teen Titans Go versus the Powerpuff Girls?
I did it very carefully.
Because I didn't even have to be there. Somebody else was there. Stepping in. Just like
It's totally fine. We're over it. It's totally fine. It doesn't affect us at all. We're not bitter. No, we're not bitter. No, we're not bitter.
This has been amazing, like sharing the stage with like I feel like a couple dozen people today. And you had mentioned before this panel that you are into charity work, and you do have something that you wanted to auction off. So
Yes, I brought something, but I sold it. I don't know if you're here. There's the nice gentleman that already bought a comic book. So I brought that, but because I sold it already, I bought another item. And it's a Harley Quinn stopwatch. Did you guys see them selling those? Anyway,
it's pretty amazing.
I brought it, and I'm going to autograph it to whoever is the highest bidder, and 100% of the proceeds are going to go to a 13-year-old girl with lung and brain cancer. 100%. So if anybody wants it, I'm going to sign it, but you couldn't. Anybody?
And if you can't purchase it now, you can...
Yes, we take credit cards at our table, too. Who's going in the front?
What do you want to pay?
35?
You guys can do better than that. 40. We got 40.
Do you have an auctioneer voice?
What?
Do you have an auctioneer voice?
Well, I'm using the Molly toy. I mean, watch. We got 50. Somebody can pay $100.
Great, that's standing up. All right, so, all right. Do you...
Going what?
All right, how are you guys?
Run!
I'm running!
Get it, Lisa.
Do we have 300? 300. We have 300 here.
Okay, you definitely have to come to the stage for this one. You watch the assignment too. Sure.
Okay, we're going this way. Give them a round of applause, guys.
Welcome.
Here it is.
All right, Dorian.
Now don't forget, after this, we're doing the group selfie. So as soon as they're done, you're gonna stand up in your seats. So 1 second. And then after this, we have Nancy Cartwright, citizens. So stay here.
All right, guys, so we're going to
Congratulations!
like Lisa just mentioned, you guys just have to stand up. There's a wide angle lens. Everyone will be seen. You don't have to...
That was the end of the interview. But that was the end of the Q&A. I hope you enjoy it. Oh, wait a minute. You're asking, what about the what did she say about, you know, my proposal? Did Twilight Sparkle accept it, or did she not? Let's go to... How about I go right back to see her after her Q&A? And, you know, this time, I talked to her and I said, you know, it's my last day and, you know, I'm the one that asked the question, will you be my outgoing princess? And she's like, oh, so that was you. That's a horrible impression. I apologize, I'll take that out of my mouth. Mutiny, sure. So, went up there, you know, told her that was the answer to the question. I'm really glad I met her, and I got... What was the whole thing? Well... I took off my... Yes. Yeah, that doesn't matter at the moment. See. Yeah, so I went up there and at 7:13 I need to get this done. Move. Okay, so basically I went up there one more time and I got one more selfie with her for Sunday. I got another autograph. The autograph, well, it is right here. Yes, it's right there. The autograph right there. My mom knows, if I were to wash this shirt, make sure it's inside out, so that the black ink doesn't disappear. But I'm only wearing this for special occasion. This is a special video, so I'm wearing it. So, you know, for this special occasion, so. So, in response to the proposal, here is the video. Here's the last special surprise that I have. Alright, play back. She accepted? Oh my god. My waifu dream is gonna burn. Oh my god. Sarah Strong, thank you. It feels like, you know, after that, I felt like I could accomplish anything. You know, I had determination, not Undertale, no. I felt like I could do anything. I had confidence. I had, you know, courage. I had guts. I had to fulfill that last thing at SuperCon. I had to give it a try. Believe it or not, the only way I was able to get ahead is to take a big gutty. Is to have guts and give it a try. Try it as hard as I can and see what the result is. You never know what's going to happen. Even though, you know, you might embarrass yourself, but I had to do it. I had to try, you know. Always gonna give it a try. If I didn't do it, I would probably regret it for the rest of my life. Because that may have been the last time that I saw her. So, I thanked her. She gave me a hug. The autograph, the selfie, the video recording, everything. Tara, if you're watching this, thank you so much. Thank you. I cannot thank you enough. I cannot thank you enough. It's an honor to meet you. It's a real pleasure to, you know, get to see you, get to talk to you. even though we didn't get to talk too much because there's other people, but on the bottom of my heart, thank you. Just thank you.